Hey guys, this is Jonathan Henderson with Pressure Washing Marketing Pros. In today's video, I want to go ahead and show you guys why it's very important to go ahead and have a physical address or a physical business location if you're trying to rank in the Google Map Pack. Because I'll get a lot of exterior cleaning business owners that will come to us when they're like, Jonathan, I want to invest in your SEO services. And I look at their business, right? I look at their online presence. I look at their Google business profile. They only have 10 reviews. They might be in a very competitive city like Indianapolis, and they only have 10 reviews, and they're a service area business. And then when I look at their competitors, I see the competitors have over 100 reviews. They have a physical address in the city in the city that they're trying to rank in that's pretty competitive. And I'm like, look, man, it's going to be an uphill battle. If you want to go ahead and get your map pack to rank as fast as you want in a particular city or a particular area, get a physical business address, right? Because this article was published called, it was a study that was done, and this is in the SEO round or search engine roundtable, which is one of the top leaders, right? When it comes to Google News, SEO news, all of that, right? And as you can see, their study says removing the address in Google business profiles will make your local rankings drop. And so I'm going to not only go over this article, but I'm also going to show you guys a real life example. And the example I'm going to go ahead and use is going to be Augusta versus North Augusta, because as you guys can see, Augusta, we all know Augusta, Georgia. I think that's where the Masters is played for golf, right? Augusta, Georgia. And then literally, if you look at the distance between North Augusta, South Carolina and Augusta, Georgia, you'll go ahead and see that it's literally 4.2 miles, right, between each. 11-minute drive, but that's only probably because of traffic. But it's literally a 4-mile distance. And North Augusta is in South Carolina, and Augusta, Georgia, obviously is in Georgia, right? So North Augusta, South Carolina, and Augusta, Georgia. I'm going to show you guys the results of how just literally where your business is located at can literally impact your rankings, even from just 4 miles away. And so the study that was done on here, it showed, which I'll zoom in right now so you guys can see, it was a study done by Joy Hawkins, right? So she showed that if you remove the address from your Google business profile listings, your rankings in the local map pack and the Google Maps will significantly, suffer, right? So Joy did that for one of her clients, and the rankings dropped off almost completely, right? To where she just said, you know what? I'm going to leave the business location field blank, and she's going to make it a service area business, right? So in this example, she was showing the address, right? And what this signifies is the green right here means that your business is in the top 3, rankings for a search query in the local map pack, right? It's in the top 3, it shows. Yellow means that it's in the top like 10 to 15. Red just means that it's at the bottom of the first page or not even on the first page, right? So as you can see, there's a lot of green, and that's where you want to be at. A lot of green, right? Now you can see in this next image right here, when the address was removed, there's a lot of red right there, a lot of bleeding, right? And you see that. And then whenever she showed the address for that client again, it went back to green, right? And they even gained some rankings up here at the top, but it went back to green again. And these are the kind of results that I've also seen from my clients as well. I've seen my clients get significantly more traffic once they actually have a physical business address, especially if it's in a huge city like Jacksonville, Austin, Texas, Los Angeles, right? And these type of bigger cities to where you're like, all right, then, yeah, this really made an impact. And she made a video down here, which I will link in the business description, right? But before I go ahead and show you guys this example of the Augusta, North Augusta example, I want to show you guys the ranking factors, because that's the biggest thing that you guys want to see before I show you the example, right? So this is SEMrush. It's one of the biggest SEO tools out there, where it's basically a tool that assesses websites and all of that, right? So they're one of the biggest players in the SEO landscape. And so they have an article on how to boost your Google Maps rankings, right? Chapter 2, it says the biggest Google Maps ranking factors. They are relevance, distance, and prominence, right? Relevance, what is relevance? Well, relevant results are those which closely match a search query. That's why it's so important for your Google business profile to have complete, accurate, and detailed information about where you're located and the services you offer. And that's pretty self-explanatory, guys. We know that you want to complete your Google business profile as much as possible so that you're showing up for as many exterior cleaning terms as possible. Now, the next one's going to be a user's distance from a business, which is going to be distance, as you can see, distance as one. A user's distance from your business also factors heavily in your profile's rankings, as does whether or not your business address falls within the borders of a local search area, right? As addressed on Google Maps. For example, a restaurant located within the boundaries of a city called Glenville is more likely to rank higher for restaurants in Glenville than one just outside the town limits, which you guys will clearly see in this example that I'm going to show for Augusta and North Augusta, right? Now, if I also go to this article about local SEO ranking factors of 2023 from Bright Local as well. Bright Local is, they're one of the biggest local SEO conglomerates. They do like citations, all of that, right? Multi-million-dollar kind of business. They're always up to date, one of the leaders with local SEO, right? If you go ahead and you look at what they've published and you look at the top 15 individual local search ranking factors, and we're not going to look at this because this is local organic. We're going to look at this, which is the map pack, right? The finder, right? Obviously, if you look at the top 5, which a lot of guys will be like, I have more reviews in this other business. How come he ranks above me? Because of the physical address. So look at this. The top 5 rankings have nothing to do with your reviews, right? These top 5. The first one is a primary Google Business Profile category, which is, of course, you want to go ahead and make sure that you have the proper category for an exterior cleaning business, right? Whether that's pressure washing service, gutter cleaning service, window cleaning service, whatever that may be. Because if you don't have the proper Google Business category, you're not going to even show up for any queries. Now, keywords in the Google Business Profile title, we know. If you have your city, if you have the city you're trying to rank in your business name, if you have a keyword in your business name, you're going to rank better for it. Now, look, the next two, proximity of address to the point of search and the physical address in the city of search. So the proximity of address to the point of search is literally what that last article by SEMrush was talking about, which is going to be the distance from your business, from a user as well, right? So however far a user is from where you're searching at, that's going to play a factor in it. And guess what? Google likes to specifically know where your business is located at. When you have a service area business, it's not gonna, Google says, okay, they service this area, but we don't definitively know. This guy could be 40 miles away and he says he services this area. But when you have a physical business address, you're telling Google, this is where we do business at. So therefore they're gonna prioritize you because they know for certain that that's going to be the best result for the user that's searching. Now, physical address in the city of search, that's also a big one too. And I will show you guys that in a minute, right? You want to have a physical address in the city that you're trying to rank in the best as well, right? So I keep talking about this example. Let's go ahead and look at it, right? So you have Augusta, Georgia, and North Augusta, South Carolina, right? And they're literally like 4 miles away, literally. And if somebody's like located right here and somebody's located like right here in Augusta, basically, they're 1 to 4 miles away from each other. 1 to 4 miles, guys. I mean, somebody could go ahead and run this distance, right? And so if we go ahead and I type in, I'm using this location changer, by the way, guys, because I know I'll get some guys in the comments saying like, hey, you have to use incognito or whatever. I'm going to use a location changer that's going to give me the most unbiased results. So I'll type in pressure washing near me, and we'll do Augusta, Georgia first, right? And we'll see what search queries we get in Augusta, Georgia. So I'll type in United States. I'll do the Google Maps, right? So you guys see, my search query is pressure washing near me. My location is Augusta, Georgia. The country, United States. Language, English. Click search results, right? And we'll do page 1. So bam. Now this is an ad. As you guys can see right there, it says it right there. It says ad. So we're not going to count this one. It's a sponsored ad, as you guys can see. So we're not going to count that. This is the first result right here, right? So as you can see right here, Heiser Wash and Restore, Pro House Wash of Augusta, Smart Wash, Pressure Wash. So these are the top 3 that show up in Augusta. Now, this guy's running ads, right? Veterans Pressure Washing. But you see that Veterans Pressure Washing is in a city, right, called Evans, Georgia. So if you click on here, they're in a city called Evans, Georgia, right? You know what I mean? And you would wonder, this business has over 1,000 reviews, right? And they're not that far from Augusta. But it'd be very difficult for this business to rank ahead of these other businesses that are located right in Augusta, because he's in Evans, Georgia. Now, if I type in pressure washing near me in Evans, he's probably going to show up all around, right? But it's going to be very difficult for him to rank in Augusta. It's going to take twice as much work than this business who has their address in Augusta, basically smack dab in Augusta, basically, right? And when I tell a lot of businesses, when you look at these types, look, their website's not even that optimized at all. They're using a Google website right now, a Google website, guys. So the website's not even optimized to any capacity or to any degree, and they're still ranking in the map pack. And why is that? Because this, I can tell you, this person right here has not done any SEO, right? They've done no SEO. If they would do SEO, they definitely get way better results, right? Around the Augusta area. But as you can see right now, look at their website. Really no SEO done to it, but guess what? They have a optimal address right here where they're ranking very well in. Now these guys, they don't have an address, right? But at the same time, they have basically the key, like, their city and their name, right? And like I said, I'm searching in Augusta, Georgia. Now, if you look at the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 results, right? If you look at the first 10 results right here, if you look at the directions, this means that they have an address, right? So this business right here, and then Pro House Wash of Augusta. Out of the top 10, these are the only two businesses without an address that are showing in the top 10. Other than that, though, all the businesses that don't have an address, like I said, they don't get prioritized. But the top 10 of these search results, they all have an address, right? Or like the top 10, 8 out of the 10 have an address. My bad, correction. 8 out of 10 have an address. Now, let's use that same search query, pressure washing near me, right? But let's do North Augusta, South Carolina, and you'll see how much it differs. You'll see how much it differs, guys. So I'll click search results. Oh, snap. Let me do pressure washing near me. I forgot to click the Google Maps thing right there. So let me do North Augusta, Georgia. Let me do this city right here. Let me do Google Maps, check search results right there. Let me go page 1, right? Oh, I didn't put North Augusta, South Carolina. My bad, guys. So pressure washing near me, North Augusta, South Carolina. My bad, guys. That always is a doozy. So let me pressure washing near me, North Augusta, South Carolina, United States right here. Let me click the Google Maps, check search results right there. So bam, now we're gonna go North Augusta, South Carolina, right? And when you do North Augusta, South Carolina, pressure washing near me in North Augusta, South Carolina, look at the difference in the rankings, right? And this is literally only 4 miles away. So now you have Smart Wash, Pressure Wash, which these guys have a very good location because they still rank in the bottom, in the top 3 in both of them. But look at it now. You have Web Soft Wash Solutions, who's actually in the map pack right now for this search query, right? They're in the top 3, right? As you can see right now. They weren't in the top 3 at all. As a matter of fact, they're all the way down here. And like I said, they're literally only like 4 miles away in that sense. But as you can see, they're like the 8th or 9th results right now, right? For pressure washing near me in Augusta. But you literally go 4 miles away and you say pressure washing near me in North Augusta because they have an address in what? The city of the search, right? North Augusta, right? North Augusta, South Carolina. They have an address in North Augusta, South Carolina right now, right? So bam, they're in the top 3. CSRA Pressure Pros, right? They have an address in North Augusta right now. So you see them. They're in North Augusta right there. So they have a physical address in North Augusta. You know what I mean? Then obviously Smart Wash Pressure Wash has a physical address in North Augusta, South Carolina as well. So these guys, like I said, and then we don't even see like Heiser Wash and Restore. They're all the way down here. If we go to Pro House Wash, they're all the way down here, guys. Right? If we go over to, so Heiser Wash and Restore, but Pro House Wash of Augusta, they're all the way down here. And literally, guys, they showed up. If we look at Heiser Wash and Restore, it's literally like only 4 miles away, guys, like 1 to 4 miles away. And they're all the way down here. You know what I mean? For pressure washing near me. And that's because they don't have an address. But the reason why they were able to rank so well in Augusta is because obviously their name has Augusta in it, right? And so if they're going to be outside of that city limits, it's going to be very difficult for them to rank anywhere else. If they didn't put if they had a physical address, it might be a little bit easier for them. But since they don't have a physical address, it will be harder for them to go ahead and rank. So I would tell a business like Pro House Wash of Augusta, if they had a physical address, right? If they put a physical address, whether it be in Augusta or North Augusta, South Carolina, their rankings would easily shoot up to the top 3. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, for this search term, definitely would shoot up in the top 3, right? And one of these guys would get kicked off of it, right? Especially if they got one that was like right here or right here, you know what I mean? Right on that border. So this would be a business that would greatly benefit from that. And so that's a lot of positions that you guys are in, to where you can see this vast difference between 2 search queries, right? For pressure washing near me in Augusta, they were in the top 3. You literally go 4 miles away and they're all the way at this bottom part right here. So guys, long story short, make sure that if you really want to rank, if you really want to take your SEO seriously, not saying that you can't be a service area business that doesn't rank at all, right? Not saying that you can't be a service area business that doesn't get good SEO rankings or map pack rankings. It's just going to make it a little bit more difficult. But when you have a actual location and a map, you know, on the maps and a physical business location, it makes getting SEO results infinitely easier. So if you guys have any questions, any concerns, any thoughts, comments, please leave them below. And if you want a free strategy session for us to audit your website, audit your online presence, go ahead and hit the free strategy in the description below. But other than that though, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.